Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "He who is not every day conquering some fear has not learned the secret of life." And indeed, one of the most potent secrets to living a fulfilling life is developing emotional awareness. It's about being attuned to your emotions, recognizing them as they emerge, without hastily passing judgment. The importance of this skill cannot be overstated. It not only prevents us from reacting impulsively, but it also fosters a profound understanding of ourselves. This comprehension of our emotional landscape, this mastery over our feelings, is what the great Stoic philosophers Marcus Aurelius and Seneca taught centuries ago. Their teachings, while ancient, are timeless and remain relevant even today. They provide us with invaluable insights into managing our emotions and leading a balanced life. As we delve into the teachings of these great philosophers, we will uncover the power of emotional awareness. Let's embark on this journey to understand, and more importantly, to conquer our emotions. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and a Stoic philosopher, had profound insights on emotional awareness. Marcus Aurelius, in his infinite wisdom, taught us that emotions aren't just something that happen to us. They are not external forces beyond our control, but rather internal responses that we have the power to manage. He believed that the world outside us doesn't dictate our emotional state, but rather it's our internal interpretation of these external events that determine our feelings. His writings, often reflective and introspective, reveal a man deeply in tune with his own emotional landscape. He wrote extensively about the importance of understanding our emotions, not as abstract concepts, but as tangible forces that can be observed, analyzed, and ultimately controlled. In his meditations, Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of self-awareness in managing emotions. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This quote reaffirms the central Stoic belief that our emotional reactions to external circumstances are within our control. Furthermore, Marcus Aurelius believed that our emotions, when observed without immediate judgment, can provide valuable insights into our true selves. He saw each emotion, whether joy, anger, fear, or sadness, as an opportunity for self-discovery and growth. By acknowledging our emotions, we can understand what triggers them, and thus gain a deeper understanding of ourselves. He also taught that emotional awareness is not a passive process. It requires constant effort and practice. It's not enough to simply be aware of our emotions. We must also strive to understand them, to question them, and ultimately to control them. Marcus Aurelius's teachings on emotional awareness are timeless. They provide a framework for understanding our own emotional responses and remind us that we have the power to control how we react to the world around us. Marcus Aurelius taught us that our emotional response is within our control. We decide how we react to the world around us. Seneca, another influential Stoic philosopher, had his unique perspective on emotional awareness. His teachings delve deep into the human psyche, offering us wisdom on how to navigate the tumultuous seas of our emotions. Seneca believed in understanding emotions rather than suppressing them, a lesson that stands as relevant today as it was in the ancient Roman Empire. Seneca's wisdom advises us to approach our emotions as if they were visitors, coming and going, each with a message to deliver. Instead of pushing them away or getting lost in them, we should invite them in and listen to their stories. This way, we grant ourselves the opportunity to learn, to grow, and to better understand our emotional selves. He taught that our emotions are not to be feared or judged harshly. Instead, they are to be acknowledged and understood. They are signals, whispering to us about the state of our inner world and the world around us. They are our guides, leading us to self-awareness and self-understanding. Seneca conveyed that it's okay to feel joy, pain, love, anger, or any other emotion. The key, he emphasized, is not to be overwhelmed by them, but rather to observe them, to understand their root cause, and to learn from them. It's about being aware of the emotion, acknowledging its presence, and then deciding how to react to it, rather than being swept away by it. He encouraged us to question our emotions not in a judgmental way, but in a curious, exploratory way. Why am I feeling this way? What triggered this emotion? Is this a rational response, or am I being ruled by my emotions? By asking these questions, we can start to understand our emotional responses and navigate our lives with greater wisdom and clarity. In essence, Seneca's teachings implore us to embrace our emotional selves, to understand our emotions as an integral part of our human experience. They are not our enemies, but rather our allies, offering us insight into our deepest selves. Seneca's teachings remind us that our emotions are not our enemies. They are signals telling us something about ourselves and the world around us. Opening, how do we apply the wisdom of these philosophers in our daily life? Now that we've delved into the profound teachings of Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, we might be wondering, how can we bring these principles off the page and into our daily lives? It's one thing to understand the concept of emotional awareness intellectually, but it's a whole different ballgame to apply it in the heat of the moment. Firstly, let's take a leaf out of Marcus Aurelius's book. He was a firm believer in the power of mindfulness. Mindfulness is all about being present in the moment, fully aware of our surroundings and our internal state without judgment. It's about observing our emotions as they arise, not trying to suppress them or act on them impulsively. So, how do we practice mindfulness? One popular method is through meditation, just by setting aside a few minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on your breath. You can significantly improve your emotional awareness. It's not about emptying your mind or achieving a state of perfect calm. It's about noticing your thoughts and feelings without getting carried away by them. Now, on to Seneca. He emphasized the importance of self-reflection. Self-reflection is about taking time to look inward, to understand our feelings, and why we react the way we do. This can be done through journaling, where we jot down our thoughts and emotions, or simply by taking a few moments of quiet introspection at the end of the day. Seneca also taught the value of non-judgmental acceptance of our emotions. This means acknowledging our feelings without labeling them as good or bad. Whether we're feeling joy or anger, peace or turmoil, every emotion has its place. By accepting our emotions as they are, we can better understand them and manage them effectively. Lastly, let's not forget the practice of equanimity, a concept both philosophers held in high regard. Equanimity is about maintaining a state of mental calmness and composure, even in difficult situations. It's about accepting the ups and downs of life with grace and poise. This doesn't mean we should suppress our emotions or pretend everything is fine when it's not. Rather, it's about not letting our emotions control us. It's about responding to life's challenges with wisdom and clarity rather than reacting impulsively. These practices of mindfulness, self-reflection, non-judgmental acceptance of emotions and equanimity are not one-off tasks. They require consistent effort and dedication, but the rewards are immense. They can help us navigate the complexities of our emotional landscape with more ease and understanding. Remember, emotional awareness is not about getting rid of negative emotions. It's about understanding our emotions, so we can respond to life's events in a more thoughtful and balanced way. Closing, by practicing these techniques, we can become more emotionally aware, leading to a more balanced and fulfilling life. The journey towards emotional awareness is not a destination, but a pathway. A pathway that we've trodden together, guided by the wisdom of the great Stoic philosophers, Marcus Aurelius and Seneca. We began by understanding the essence of emotional awareness, the ability to recognize and comprehend our emotions as they surface, without immediate judgment. This awareness is akin to being the silent observer of our own thoughts and feelings, allowing us to gain a deeper understanding of ourselves. We delved into the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, who emphasized the importance of self-reflection. He believed that by reflecting inwardly, we can identify our emotions and understand their origins. By acknowledging our emotions, we can respond to them mindfully rather than react impulsively. The wisdom of Seneca further enriched our journey. He taught us to embrace our emotions, but not to be enslaved by them. That it's okay to feel emotions, but we should strive not to let them control us. He encouraged us to maintain a calm and composed demeanor, even in the face of adversity, a true testament to emotional awareness. As we moved forward, we explored how to apply these teachings in our daily lives. Through mindfulness meditation, we can cultivate a sense of calm and equanimity. By paying attention to physical sensations linked to emotions, we can better understand our emotional responses. And by labeling our emotions without judgment, we can learn to accept them, leading to greater self-awareness and emotional intelligence. It's important to remember that developing emotional awareness is an ongoing journey, not a destination. It's a process of continuous learning and growth, of understanding ourselves better, and of navigating our emotions with grace and wisdom. And so, as we conclude this exploration, it's not an ending, but a beginning of your journey towards emotional awareness, a journey guided by the teachings of Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, a journey of self-discovery, self-understanding, and self-improvement. Emotional awareness is not a skill to be perfected, but a journey to be experienced. May the teachings of Marcus Aurelius and Seneca guide you on this journey.